Well, good morning, big sellers. How are you this morning? It is 15 Minutes of Fierce with Lisa Copeland. Today is Monday, November 19th, 2018. And as you can tell by my surroundings, I'm home. I landed last night, I don't know, probably about 9:30. Got home about 10:30. And there is no place like home. I will tell you, no place like home. And good morning. We've already got friends jumping on this morning. I appreciate it. Boy, what an action-packed 5 days, that I've been through. But I want to tell you, you guys saw me go live from the Seaview Resort in New Jersey, right outside of Atlantic City. And you heard me talking about, are we going to burn out or burn bright? And I thought about it on the plane last night. What I love about Southwest is that you can pull up old TV shows. So I was watching old Will and Grace episodes, right? And it was just making me think. I thought, here they have reunited and they've started a new show. And then I saw some back episodes where they talked about the fact that the sum of them together, that cast of Will and Grace, none of them were ever as successful after the first run of Will and Grace as they were together as a cast. And that was one of the reasons that they decided to bring back Will and Grace, which I think it's the stinking funniest show on television. I always have. I'm a huge, huge fan. But I think about that cast of characters Karen, stop it. She is so funny. And just Jack, right? I'm the biggest Jack and Karen fan. I think Jack and Karen should have a show, even more so than Will and Grace. But I don't know that Karen would be funny without playing off of Jack, and Jack being funny, it'd be as funny as not playing off of Karen. And so this weekend, I was invited to come speak at what I think was one of the greatest, I want to call it a mastermind that my dear friend Craig Lockhart brought together. He brought together, it was for AutoMax, and he brought together his team, his trainers, his automotive recruiters. And these ladies and men go around the country and they're in the people business, right? Because the thing I talk to them about is that the number one problem in all business, I don't care if you're in the automotive industry or not, but and let's just say in auto for this few seconds, is people. It's the lack of people. You can have the greatest cars, you can have the greatest facilities, you can have the greatest everything, but if you don't have people that represent you well, then you're not going to be as successful as you can be. Just like that cast on Will and Grace. So for those of you who are just tuning in, it's Lisa Copeland. I'm back home. But I'm talking about how we are better together than divided. And it just made me think a lot last night when I was watching Will and Grace on the plane coming home. And I was just like, this cast is so funny. Crying funny, especially Jack and Karen. I can't even tell you how much I love them and how they make me smile. But I don't know that I would think that they were as funny by themselves. But I was flying home from AutoMax, from a Seaview Resort, where I spoke to Craig and his team. And what I talked about was, that we're in the business to solve problems and present solutions. People ask me all the time, Lisa, what do you do? Well, we solve problems for auto dealers, but not only do we go in there and we say, oh, you've got this, and this, but I present the solutions. So I've got some really strong strategic partnerships. John Hamlin and Associates, which you guys will see him on my show in the next couple of weeks. I do a lot of business with him. He's a solution that I present. Advanced 360, Aaron Sheeks, who's on, I don't know if he's on yet this morning, but he's somebody I partner with very, very heavily in the automotive industry. And I loved, because to me, they've got the best solution, right? And then now I've just done another strategic partnership with Chris Walsh, Vets Cars. I'm super excited about that, where we bring the best products and services to dealers when it comes to, and hiring solutions when it comes to veterans and first responders and law enforcement. Good morning, Aaron. I hope you heard your ears ringing when I was talking about you being one of my partners. Anyways, so what is it you do on a daily basis? It doesn't have to just be in business. Not all of you out there are consultants, right? But when you're in business, when you're in life, how do you help other people, other businesses, yourself, not only solve, number one, it's to identify the problem. It's then to solve the problem, but it's to present the solution. And, that's what, I pride myself on, is that I don't just come into an organization and say, oh God, you got problems. Write me a check. Right? This is bad. It's really bad. Write me a check. I don't do that. I bring the solution with me. Now, let me be really clear. I'm not a trainer. I've never been a trainer. I'm not a trainer. I'm a strategist. So as a strategist, I bring in the solutions. I bring in the third party solutions. See, I don't try to claim to have all the solutions. I just have partnered with the best solutions in the industry. If that makes sense. So, you don't necessarily have to have all the answers, and you don't necessarily have to be able to create the solutions. You have got to be able to find the solutions and be able to partner with the best solutions. Okay, it's about that time to say hi to everybody. Michelle and Trendy and Anthony and Aaron, I just called you out. Anthony, we had fun doing the show together, didn't we? Chantel, how are you? Good morning from Canada. Oh, my mind was tricking me being on the East Coast the last couple of days. I'm like, yeah, 7:45 show. You don't get any more sleep, but it's all up here, isn't it? Greg, good morning. How are you? So, so that's what, and Michelle says, I've done reciprocity deals with other trainers and solution providers to offer dealers at the top. Yes. There's reciprocity, but I actually partner with these solutions, Michelle. I have signed contracts with them and them with me. So, I think that, depending on what it is that you do, I think that we as entrepreneurs so many times, as solopreneurs, or as people just trying to get through life sometimes, we're trying to depend on just what we've got to bring to the table. And I think you've got to sign strategic partnerships. And, that's, Chris Walsh and I, and we had the conversation this week, just yesterday, in fact, before I left. And he said, he goes, I'm really excited to have you and Craig as partners. And I'm like, we are partners because I fundamentally believe that what you do matters. What you do matters, but more importantly, you represent the people that what they do really matters, which is defend us, defend our borders, defend our country every single day. Or they're first responders, they're police officers, they're brave men and women out there. And yes, there should be something more on the planet for them because of what they do. So I'm proud to partner with you. So if you're a car dealer out there and you want to know about Vets Cars, call me. We're excited. We're going to launch in Texas first. Okay, so anyways, so Janelle, good morning, Chantel. So remember, so one of the things we were talking about is, are you going to burn out or are you going to burn bright? And I'm talking about it for day number 4 because I just got another email last night. Megan, thank you very much. I saw it this morning. Saying thank you. I needed to hear this message. So many of us, I think, okay, do you know what it's equivalent to? Have you ever sat down? Craig Lockhart fed us this breakfast yesterday that was insane. At this hotel, the Seaview Resort, which was absolutely beautiful and amazing. But this buffet breakfast was ridiculous. I don't know that I've ever seen a buffet like I've seen like this one. It was the most high-end, it was unbelievable. We all were eating. I had a car picking me up at 1. And so, we were eating and, people were going back for the second plate and the third plate of food. And, and it was like, everyone's like, oh my God, we're just going to be in a food coma today, but it's so good. Like, whatever. And so, do you ever feel like in life, sometimes, that you're in a food coma, that you're just there and you're like, oh, what do I do? I've had too much disappointment. I've had too much failure. I've had too much of something. I've had too many pancakes. I don't know what it is, but that is what causes burnout. And, and one of the things I talked to you guys about burnout, in fact, I'm sitting here looking at my notes from when I was still home, is that you have to socialize. I'm like, where's my other note? I just saw socialize. Anyways, you have to socialize. And it's getting together. It is creating the masterminds, which of course you guys know. I'm going to have one in January 11th through 14th here in Austin, Texas. Only 12 people, so apply. Lisa at lisacopeland.com. My team will have out all the details of it by December 1st. But it's like the power of the mastermind. It's the power of the mastermind. It's like, what is it? What is the sum total of what we can do together? Right? That's what eliminates burnout, right? When you're out there and you're in a food coma and you're trying to do things by yourself and you're like, am I going to burn bright today or am I going to burn out? But if you don't have other people to help you, right, to rise above, because we all have those days. So I want to really challenge you to make the decision. Are you going to burn bright? And I don't know that you can do it by yourself. I think the first step is to be on this show every single morning. It's to join Big Sellers Mastermind. It is to attend masterminds groups. It is to find groups of people. I love that Craig brought so many of us together. I got to see both of the Anthonys this weekend. I got to see Craig. I got to see Chris Walsh. I got to see, who else did I get to see? Because I'm going to leave people out. I know I am. Oh, the whole team from Automax, who are just wonderful. I met new friends this weekend that I love what they do, and I was so inspired by them. And you know, there'll be other projects I work with them on. You know, life is not something we have to do by ourselves. Life is a team sport. Not only is business a team sport, but life is a team sport. And so I want to encourage you today, is that I don't want you to burn out. I want you to burn bright. And there's so many times in life that I just don't think you can do it by yourself. You know, I feel like I burn bright just like when I come home. I already feel more energy and I'm happy. I am going to give you a little tidbit. Kendrick Shope, the fabulous, beautiful, amazing Kendrick Shope is going to be coming live to me for me the next couple of days. Today's my 30th wedding anniversary. We were heading out to San Francisco this morning, and we decided that the air quality there, it isn't good. So I may be heading to Cabo. We haven't decided yet. So anyways, we're working on that. But we made the decision late last night that we would not be heading to San Francisco today. So anyways, but we are leaving town. And so Kendrick Shope is going to be handling Fierce, 15 minutes of Fierce for me through Friday. And she is amazing. She has got a 7-figure, yes, I said 7-figure online business, teaching entrepreneurs how to sell online. And she is amazing. She is a bundle of energy. She's not too bad to look at either. She's a beautiful, beautiful person inside and out. And I was just thinking of somebody that you guys might not be, trying to bring someone to you that you might not know as well, right? It's Kendrick Shope. Talk about somebody who will encourage the socks off of you, who will teach you how to be a big seller. And, so anyway, so Chantel says, way to go, Cabo. We're not quite, anyways, my husband wants to go to Cabo. I'm not sure that I want to, but we might be. Chantel, thank you. Thank you, Janelle. Trenda, yes. Ken Wall says, Kendrick Shope is awesome. Melissa, happy anniversary. Thank you. Yeah, 30 years is a long, long time for sure. So, but anyways, and just like in life and in marriage, are you going to burn bright or are you going to burn out? So anyways, that's just what I want you guys to really think about today. And I just can't tell you how much I appreciate all of you that you jump on here in the mornings and that you guys participate, that you support me personally. I'm so grateful, and that's one of the things I talked about in my talk to the team at Automax. I said, we have a different kind of community that we have built in the year 2018, and that is a social community. And if you're not involved and engaged in the social community, you're missing two things. You're missing one of the biggest life options, one of the best life things you can do, because you make friends. It'll be your friends forever. And then you are missing some of the biggest and best strategic business opportunities in the world. Just like I've told you guys, connect. Find people to connect with. Find people in your social media circles. Join the groups that you can do business with, that you can help them. Remember, it always starts with you helping them, and they can help you. That's what it means to be unapologetically fierce 365 days a year. So I am going to be out until Saturday because I don't even know what time zone I'm going to be on yet. But the fabulous, amazing, gorgeous Kendrick Shope is going to be here. She's going to be doing the show live from Bentonville, Arkansas. And like I said, if Kendrick Shope doesn't wake you up in the mornings, nobody will. Kendrick is a 7-figure online sales expert professional and just one heck of a great friend of mine. And she will inspire the socks off of you for the next 3 or 4 days. It'll be Saturday. I will be back. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much. I was so glad that you're in my tribe and that you're my friends. I'm grateful. If you have not put yourself on the wait list yet for Austin, Texas, January 11th through 14th, 12 people only. It's going to be the most first-class, high-touch event you've ever seen in your life, and you will walk away with having the best 2019 of your life. So send an email to lisa@lisacopeland.com, Lisa, and then just say, hey, I want to be on the wait list, and then we will send out all the information. So anyways, all right, good morning, everybody. I'm here to say goodbye. I'm a respecter of time, and it's that time. So Jody, hi. Chantal, thank you. Melissa, Dina, Anthony. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I'm glad to be home, even if I'm only home for the next 6 or 8 hours. But anyways, I'm glad to be home. I appreciate all of you, and go out today and be unapologetically fierce 365, and be sure to be on the show tomorrow when the fabulous Kendrick Shope is here doing what she does best. She is beautiful and magical and inspirational, and knowing Kendrick will change your life, because it's definitely changed mine. All right, everybody, be fierce.